welcome back to another Film Geek Movie Spotlight. And today, instead of my usual Boulevard beer, I'm trying something a little bit different. This was a suggestion from one of my sisters. This is from Mother's Brewery out of Springfield, Missouri, and so I figured it's still pretty much a local brew, so I'm still representing the neighborhood. So you know what? I thought I'd give this a chance. This is a coffee stout, and so, here we go. Ooh. That's crisp. I like that. That's good. That's tasty. It's got a real bite to it. It's got a real coffee flavor. Yeah, I like that. All right, well, anyways, this isn't a beer tasting channel now, is it? This is a movie channel. So I'm talking today about the 2018 film Bad Times at the El Royale.
According to this, I am in Nevada.
I've never been to Nevada before. What's it like?
Oh, it's not bad. Looks like it might rain. What's California like these days?
Well, still sunny.
Bad Times at the El Royale is directed by Drew Goddard, and it's starring one hell of a cast. Jeff Bridges, Cynthia Erivo, Dakota Johnson, John Hamm, Chris Hemsworth, Lewis Pullman, and Nick Offerman. Yeah, that dude in the mask, that's Nick Offerman. That's pretty much the best shot of him you get throughout the entire film. In the early 70s, in a hotel that straddles the states of California and Nevada, four complete strangers are faced with massively large moral dilemmas one night. When writer and director Drew Goddard was shopping the script around to different studios in Hollywood, he had wrote specific songs that he wanted to make sure were in the movie into the script, and he let the studios know to make sure they had enough money in the budget for the film to pay for the licensing of these particular songs. He's called the movie a love letter to music. In an interview with Entertainment Weekly, Goddard said that the music was almost like the eighth character in the movie. It serves the function of the chorus in a Shakespearean play. It actually is a key part of the emotional fabric of the film. As a result, the production crew had each song playing during filming on loudspeakers. Lewis Pullman and Jeff Bridges said that they had originally read the script while listening to the songs in the background as a great way to set the tone. The film was released October 12, 2018, and it grossed $31.2 million on a $32 million budget. So sadly, the film, after marketing, lost a chunk of money. However, the movie was a critical success, and it's sitting on the tomatoes that aren't so rotten at a 74% critic score and a 73% audience score. So what do I like about this movie? Alright, have you ever gone to a theater, and as you're watching the film, you start to think that maybe, just maybe, Hollywood made this film just for you? Like every little aspect about the film you just fall in love with. As the story unfolds, you just keep liking it more and more. Every little aspect about this film seems to be something that you just adore in cinema. Have you ever felt that before? Because if you haven't, that's exactly how I felt when I saw this movie for the first time in theaters. I felt like this film was built around all the building blocks that I absolutely love in a movie. This film has an amazing cast. Every single one of the actors in this movie does an outstanding job. There's no real standout performances. There is an unusual performance from Chris Hemsworth. However, everyone does a great job. They have very complicated characters with very little time to show you the development that they go through in one night. And each one of these actors does a great job of telling the story of each one of their individual characters. The storytelling in this film is also very unique. It almost feels like an anthology film because each one of these characters has to face a different moral dilemma, and some of these moral dilemmas cross over with the other characters and so on and so forth, but each one of them kind of stands out as their own story. Even if, you know, two different characters collide in the story, they tell it from the aspect of each character, so you get to see what happens from each character's side. Now, this film also has a lot of dark moments, a lot of violent moments, and a lot of lighthearted funny moments, which is kind of surprising. The film does a good job of just keeping you intrigued on every level it possibly can. The soundtrack to this film is also outstanding, not just because it has a lot of really awesome songs, but because of the use of each and every one of the songs in this film. As I said before, the director took a lot of time trying to figure out what songs he wanted to use in each one of the scenes of this film, and let me tell you, it is awesome. The music does an amazing job of not just setting a tone, but it actually helps drive the narrative of the film a little bit also. So if you're curious and you want to check out Bad Times at the El Royale, well, you can currently find it for rent on YouTube, Google Movies, Amazon Prime, and Vudu. That brings us to the end of another Film Geek video. If you liked what you saw here today, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, ring that bell for notifications, and give me the old thumbs up so I know you like what you're seeing. And if there's another thing you could do, folks, that is keep watching movies. You know I'm gonna.